Hi, I'm News Bulletin Editor Thomas Bowden.
And I'm Sports Editor Randy Dixon. We'd like to welcome you to the North End Zone Sports Report. See, I got it right this time, Thomas.
Third try, like you said, 3 strikes, you're out. Did get it right, cool.
I didn't strike out, though.
Looks like we're in the home stretch of the football season. What happened last week with Baker and Crestview?
Well, Baker had a great win. They beat Jay 21-13 in the World on Highway 4. They recognized a couple of state championship teams. Wasn't so good for Crestview. They lost a big district game to Tate 29-24. Now that means they're going to have to win in Niceville against Niceville a week from Friday night. Baker, with their win over Jay, locked up a playoff spot, so things are looking good for the Gators, but there's still some work to do for the Bulldogs.
We had a big middle school game between Shoal River and Davidson. What happened there?
Yes, Thomas, you're right. It was the Okaloosa County semifinals, middle school semifinals. Shoal River rolled over Davidson 30-6 was the final score. That means that Shoal River has earned a spot in the championship game, which will be played Thursday night at 6:30 against Bruner at Fort Walton Beach High School Steve Riggs Stadium.
All right, well, Crestview is off with their bye week this week. Franklin County, of course, is playing Baker for homecoming. What can we expect with that one?
Well, first of all, Crestview really needed the bye week. They played 8 weeks in a row, so they're a pretty beat-up football team right now, like a lot of people are. But Baker with Franklin County, this should be another easy win for the Gators. Franklin County comes to the game 0-7, Baker's 7-0. Franklin County's giving up something like 51 points a game. They've scored 33 points all season. Baker's averaging better than 40 points a game. Look for DJ Thomas. I say this every week, but look for DJ to have another big game, for the Baker Gators to pound the rock, and for it to be a great homecoming game, because, the key ingredients for a homecoming win is a beautiful fall evening, which it looks like we're going to have, a gorgeous homecoming court, which I know that all the young ladies will be gorgeous in their homecoming attire, and an outmanned opponent. I believe that's what the Gators have this week.
High school football is our bread and butter here at the News Bulletin, but we know a lot of you also like the college games, so there were a lot of upsets last week, Randy. What happened? What can we expect this week?
I tell you what, upsets were going down all over the place like fried chicken at a Baptist dinner on the grounds. Florida got beat by Missouri. Georgia got beat by Vanderbilt. Texas A&M got beat by Auburn. LSU got beat by Ole Miss, and my favorite was Tennessee beating South Carolina. This week it's not going to be quite as many upsets. In another game, Florida State beat Clemson, which wasn't that big of an upset, but the way they beat Clemson was surprising. Scored more points than anyone's ever scored at Clemson's home stadium. This week, it's not going to be quite as big of a weekend for college football. You've got some nice games. North Carolina State's going to be at Florida State. The game that I'm really interested in is Tennessee at Alabama. I think Alabama's going to beat the Vols, but I'm going to be wearing my orange, pulling hard on Saturday afternoon.
Any updates on the Crestview, Baker, or Laurel Hill volleyball tournaments?
Thomas, not really yet. The finals for the tournaments are going to be played Thursday night. We don't have who's going to be in them yet. We do know that Laurel Hill is going to be in their championship match. They were a 1 seed in a 3-team field, so they were automatic qualifier. Right now, we're waiting to find out what's going to happen with Baker and Crestview, but I'd say there's a good chance that the Gators will be playing in the championship match over at Shipley. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Bulldogs and see whether they can get past Fort Walton Beach and make it their finals. If Crestview does play in the finals, it'll be at 7 o'clock Thursday night at the Crestview High School gym.
We've talked volleyball, we've talked football. There were a lot of athletes who made their mark at Crestview High School over the years, and they were inducted to the Hall of Fame. Can you tell us about that? You were there for last week's ceremony.
Yeah, they had a nice luncheon at Woodlawn Baptist Church where they inducted 22 new members into the class. Not everyone was able to come, but then they honored the class at the football game Friday night at halftime of the football game. I took a lot of pictures of those inductees. We've got a picture of everyone that was there and a few parents that were standing in for their kids that weren't there. So we've got those up online for the bulletin. Someone wants to get a photo, save that memory, they can do that. And I think that's going to do it. It's been a busy week. Got another busy week ahead, and football's winding down, volleyball, but we'll be kicking off soccer and basketball before you know it.